All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining in. So we will be starting the session right now. I'll pass it to Chen Yap. You can start now.
Okay. Hello. Just to have a brief introduction, my name is Chen Yap. Hello, everybody. Good morning. So I believe for those who joined this webinar, basically you should already have your own account for hands-on. For those who didn't have the account, maybe you can go register or anything. So now from here, when you come to Bursa Marketplace, you just need to choose Bursa Academy and then start to log in from here and key in your credential with your email and password and with this verification code. So now I will just move on to log in into the application. Okay, so right after login, you come to this page. And in order to go into the trading, we call it trading hall. Okay, you need to go to this simulator and pick one of the options here, equity simulator. Okay. After click on that button, basically it will lead you to this page. Okay, from this page, this is basically the default layout that you'll be able to see right after you log in. But in order to manage your own layout, basically, first of all, for those who actually first time that use this application, you have the options to actually reorganize the layout to suit your own preference. Okay, so before I start to any of the trading market information widgets, cannot share? Can see, right? Anyone cannot see the share screen?
Can't see the share screen. Oh my.
Who is this? JH. Okay. Anyone cannot see the share screen? Because I saw from the chat room, someone said that cannot see the share. Okay, can see. Okay. I just maybe you guys settle. I go and it's small. Can see. Okay. I believe most of still any or most of them cannot see and it is very small. Or
hey guys, you all can see the screen or not? Alisa?
Change to big screen, double click
Yes,
on.
I can. Yes, we can.
Mostly can, right? So I shall I proceed?
Yeah, the screen is obvious, right? You all can see the screen, right? Because I'm looking at my laptop over here. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. To the students who's having issue with the size, actually you guys can adjust the sizing of your screen.
No,
You need to drag.
one moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to adjust on your end.
So I think I will proceed. I think for those who cannot see, maybe Alisa, you guys need to help them to set adjust the screen. I mean, maybe you give them some advice how to do that. So in order not to delay, I mean, yeah, I proceed with the training. Okay, so when you log into this screen, first thing that you can do, actually, you can go to the settings. Before I go into any specific functionality for the market information for trading information, trading functionality, first thing you can do is actually come to these setting screens. From these setting screens, you see the layout. Okay, so for this layout, basically, it's very important because different user might have different requirement because you only have one single screen. So for one single screen, how to fit in most of the information that you need for your trading styles or for your trading preference, it's important. And then, yeah, we provide around 12 of them. Okay, so now I just try the default one that you've seen from this screen. It's actually this one. Okay, one big on top and three smaller one at the bottom. Okay, so now we try to change to this one. So every time when you select, it will change accordingly. And after that, you need to click apply. Okay. So by selecting the layout, it is just for you to have a default placeholder for all the widgets that you are going to show on the screen. Okay. So now you see you have the code screen, market depth, intraday chart, stock info, and order book over here. Of course, these are not the fixed items that you can actually display on this layout. You can change later. I will be showing one by one later. Okay. So now all good about the layout, right? Okay. The next thing, when you come to trading, the most important thing for you to actually look at the market is this, we call it code screen. So how to get to this code screen? Now I try to close everything from here. Okay. Okay, you have this layout in place. Now the first thing that you need to open up is code screen. This on the left-hand side, the top left corner, this is the code screen. It's actually a widget that allowing you to actually viewing the stocks from certain ranking, like if you want to get for some top gainer, top loser, top volume, and everything, you can get from here. Okay, so right after you click this button, it is floating on top. So floating is not convenient because you actually cover the rest of the screen at the back. So best thing is you just drag the header here, you mouse down and drag and move into this header here. You will see the different, okay. You just release your mouse, it will dock into this area. So whenever you dock to this area, it will not block any of the view at the back. So this is the way that you should actually organize your widgets. So now, right after you open up the code screen, as I said, it is a place for you to either maintain a watch list. Maybe I talk about the watch list later. So for this code screen from here, you see you have different filtering criteria. Okay, so first of all, you can actually choose all stock. Okay, if you have specific things you want to focus on, or certain maybe certain board or certain sector that you are actually interested in, you can actually also come to this place to do some filtering. Okay, so now say for example, if you want to have a list of those IPO lists, you can actually select here. Today there's no. So when you filter by this IPO listing, it will show you a list of recent IPO stocks. Okay. And the next thing, it's all these suspended counters and entitlement. Yeah, the same thing. It's just basically for a filtering purpose. Then for here, you see main board, structured warrant, ACE market, bond loan, ETF, LIP. These are all different kind of filtering criteria. If you do have a specific purpose that you want to look for certain stocks from certain board or sector, you can actually come here for a filtering. Now let's move on. Like we select for main board for the maybe for technology or technology. Okay. So after you select technology, you are shown with a list of stocks that belongs to this sector. Okay. So this is how you get the stock list from this particular sector. Okay. If you do not want to go to specific sector, it's all right. You just go to select the all stock. Normally, this is normally what the easiest way to actually browse the market. Okay, from here you see the sorting. Okay, so there are several different kind of sorting here. Basically, if you do, I mean, from the name implies, if you want to go for the top volume, you just sort by volume, sort by gainer loser. The name, I think name, it's seldom people sort by name, because if you do know the name, basically you can straight away search for it. So searching, I will be showing the searching just a while. So or you can actually sort by trade value, something like that. So now let's we sort by this top gainer. Okay, so you see there are only a few stocks here. Okay, basically for this code screen, what we have is actually it will have the intelligence to detect the screen height. Okay, so now you see you still have so many empty space at the bottom, right? Okay, so in order for you to occupy the full screen size, okay, now you need to click reset. Okay, there's a reset button here. When you click the reset, you will request again from the server to get the more stocks from server. So now you be better utilize the space. Okay, instead of just showing like maybe just now or around 10 stocks, now it's more than 20. Okay, so every time when you resize a screen and you see some empty spaces, basically you can click reset to let the system to retrieve again the number of stocks that are able to show onto the screen. Okay, so now you have a list of stocks here, and after you know how to filter by this top ranking, okay, this one it's actually you can select from it to further do some filtering based on different markets. If let's say some of them want to go into the all lot market, okay, so you just click this normal all lot. You can go into this all lot market and start looking for your stocks that you want to trade, and then you can start trading from here. Okay, now let us back to the normal ball lot. Okay, before I proceed, is there any question on this the usage of this code screen? If no, I think I just move on. I think pretty straightforward for up till now. Okay. Okay, now you able to actually show this code screen showing stocks by filtering for different markets, whether it's a ball lot market or the buy-in market or the off market, maybe all lot as well. Okay, so or do some filtering based on the criteria. Okay, apart from this one, if you do have stocks that you really want to look for it, you can actually come to this search box. Okay, let's say you search for CIM. Okay, the system will automatically shortlist for you for the keyword that you have typed in. Okay, it's not something that you need to exact go for the name or the stock name, stock code that you really want. So I just type CIM, you will recommend stocks here. You just need to scroll. Okay, and I select the CIMB. Okay, so from here, the stock code that we have typed in here just now, the CIM, basically, even you do not want to wait for the drop-down list to show. Let's say I type GNT. Okay, so this one will, right after enter, you also straight away display the list of stocks that relevant to your keyword that you search for. Okay, now it's from here. Let me try some more like Maybank. Okay, yeah, so you see all the relevant stocks will be showing onto the screen. Okay, so this is how you search for stocks and how you filter for shortlist a list of stocks that you are looking for by using different criteria. Okay, so now for this code screen, there are so many columns over here, but not all of the column that you really will always concern of. Okay, so you do have your flexibility to actually readjust the column to be shown onto the screen. Okay, here there is a button called columns. Okay, when you click this one, there are plenty of columns here. Even though now on the screen you see there are many columns, but you still have plenty of them, plenty other columns still available. Okay, you can select from available corner here and move it to the in use, or some of the in use column that you feel like it's not useful for your usage, you can just remove it. Okay, after you configure, I mean after you are happy with the columns that you want, remember to save it. Okay, after click save, you see one of the column is actually hidden now. Okay, so you see there is a empty space. Sometimes you might need to adjust the column accordingly one by one, but actually there is a fit column button here, in which after you click, you automatically fit into the size best fit the column for you. I mean, you do not need to actually adjust one by one. Now you have this spaces here. then you can create more space for other widgets. Okay. Okay, so good, right? Okay, next, I'll move on. Apart from doing the screening or maybe shortlisting the stocks that based on the criteria provided by the system, you have the other option, which is most of the time you might need to manage your own favorite list. So we call it watch list. It's the second button here. Okay, you see a heart shape here. Okay, when you click this one, it's a drop-down menu. Okay, from here, the recent code is nothing much special. It's just show a list of stocks that you recently browsed to. Okay. From here, now I already have one watch list available. Okay, it's either you select from here, or you can actually start creating your own watch list. Okay, now let us try to create the first watch list. Click the create watch list button. Just decide your name, my fave. Then click OK. Okay, so new watch list has been created. So you go back to this one view. You see now there are another entry here next to this 9900. So this is the new watch list that I have just created. You click on this button. Okay, another pop-up will be shown. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, floating widget, it's not something encouraged because it will block the view from the back. So now how you do is even though the layout is fixed, you have the freedom to actually dock into second tab. So the same thing when you mouse down and drag, or move it around and to this area and release your mouse, you will dock into this this panel. Okay, so either you click it pop up, or the other way is you can actually from here, right? Recent code is here. When I mouse down, I can straight away drag into this as well. Okay, this is the second way for you to actually create the new widget and right away just dock into the area that you really the section that you want to place. Okay, so now you see we have code screen, watch list, and recent code. Now let's go back to this watch list. Okay, now you have an empty watch list. So first, add stock, you see the add stock label here, right? Okay, search the stock you want, CMB. Okay, the first one, insert. Okay, it will be added. And if you want to search for Bursa, okay, the searching is actually working for either the symbol or code. So like for example 1155. Okay, you still be able to search by using the stock code or the symbol. If you do not remember the stock code, basically you can just key in the name of the counter, which is Maybank, or 1155 is the stock code. Okay, so now I add another one in. So now you have 3 stocks in your watch list. Okay, you can select different watch lists from here. Okay, I can flip, then add into this stock. Okay, now you can have 2 different watch lists at the same time. Here, okay, I close this one. Okay, so from here, when you you change the tab, you can see different stocks that you preset. Okay, so from here, how to manage your watch list? Okay, so of course, not all the stocks that you added into the watch list that you need forever inside the list. Okay, some of the stocks that you might not be concerning anymore, or you might not want to listen to it anymore, yeah, you can actually delete from here. So how to delete? Size a bit. Okay, so you see this one, the button next to the search box, there is the edit button. Okay, it's a toggle button in which you toggle show and hide for this selection of the delete. Okay, from here you can start deleting. Okay, this one I delete. Okay, then this is the way that you can delete the counters from your watch list. Okay. Okay. So far, any question? Okay, I assume no. Okay. So far, so good, right? Okay, good. Okay, let's move on. So with the list of stocks in place, because the code screen watch list is basically a place where you look for stocks that you want to trade. Okay, but before you decide to do trading, okay, there are a few tools that you normally require to analyze before you decide whether a stock is actually worth investing or not. Okay, so those market data widgets that is normally required, it's actually here. Okay, you see the stock info chart and some analysis here. So now let us go into this stock info. So for stock info, inside the stock info, you have market depth, you have stock info tracker, and historical data. Okay, market depth, I think you guys should familiar with market depth. This is just the bid-ask a place for the bid-ask happen. So now not all of them can actually view full levels of the bid-ask. Okay, now this one you see we only have 3 levels. So normally it depends on the subscription. Okay, some of them might be able to view one single level only, or some of them can view actually more than that. Okay, so this depends on the entitlement. So now you can see 3 levels here. So for first level, basically the first level bid-ask is the same that you can see from this code screen. So from the code screen itself, it's already sufficient if let's say you are just focusing on the first level bid-ask. Okay, from here you see the bid-ask quantity is the same. But if you do have some other more in-depth analysis required for the depth level, then you need to actually open up this market depth and show here. Okay, now I go back to this code screen. Okay, you see every time when I do the selection on the code screen, this guy is actually changing. Okay, how to achieve this one? Because by default, when you created the color grouping already, this one I need to change the layout. Okay, you see here the color grouping, the orange color, red color. Yeah, so they are the same color. So whenever they are the same color means they are in the same group. So whenever they are in the same group, anything changed on the code screen, it will actually reflect on these sub widgets. Okay, the same to the code screen. Okay, just now because the screen size, I make this smaller, then you cannot see this box. But anyways, for this box, now I set it to the same color. So that's why every time when you select, okay, you should be able to see this stock change according to the selection. Of course, this one, even though you resize smaller, the button is actually showing here. Okay. Okay, now you see if let's say I change this to some other color. So now when I select the stocks in this code screen, it will not be reflected in this market depth anymore. Okay. So this we call it the color grouping. It is important for all the rest of the screen. If let's say you do need to adjust different strategy, I mean different watch lists, maybe different watch lists to show different to link to different widgets, you can do so. Okay, this one dependent on for this layout, it's basically more convenient for one master list to control with some of the sub details. So in this case, now let me change back to this group 1. Okay, after change back to group 1, you were able to good enough to show all these things. Okay, the same thing on top here, you see the button almost similar to each and every widget that we have. So for this icon, basically it's a setting. Okay, from here you can decide some of the column to actually show or not show. Okay, so let's show another column here. Click save. Okay, so you see just now, apart from the bid-ask quantity, okay, now another column added, which is the accumulated volume. So how this work is basically this one is accumulating the total quantity from level 1 to level 3. I mean, let's say this one, you see the first is actually first level is 100K. So this one, the accumulated is 100K. And then the second level is another 100K. So which means this one plus the other one, it becomes 200K. And this 300K is accumulated value from this from level 1 until 3. Okay. So for this one, the market depth, it's nothing much, just a monitoring of the market, whether the liquidity of the market. Okay. Then after showing this market depth, you have some other information that you might need to actually look into it, which is this stock info. Okay. You can drag and dock into here. Okay. You see, you can freely adjust your size to fit those things that you need. Okay. Now I put this, I place this stock info at the bottom. So normally your depth, it's like, let's say 3 level, you can just adjust this to become smaller. And then the bottom part, leave it for this stock info that require a bigger space. Okay, stock info, basically it's the place to show, the basic stock information. Okay, from here you can see the name, some of the market cap, share issues. Yeah. Apart from having this stock information, okay, time in sales. These are the transaction. Okay, let me select the. Okay, time in sales is actually the transaction. Okay, from here you will see the each and every transaction that happened up to now. Okay, 10:30. Okay, the latest one will always on top. So every time when there is a new trade happen, then you will actually append to the top, and then from here you will be able to know each and every transaction that happened lately. Okay, so apart from this, this time in sales is just purely showing each and every trades. Okay, but trade is just, you just know what is happening to all the trades, but we have the price distribution and business done. These two features is actually to help to provide the analysis. Okay, this business done, how business done do is actually basically for business done and price distribution, they are quite similar. They are just a grouping of the price. Okay, for each and every price that happened, I mean, people bid and ask in the market, trade in the market, it will actually group them together. Okay, these are all the unique prices that happen from morning until now. Okay, the total volume for the buy and sell volume, and the ratio for the buy ratio and the sell ratio, the percentage is actually showing here. So this serves as an analysis for an overview of how the market now, how the market so far, I mean, how is the market, the price so far. Okay, for price distribution, basically it's the similar things, just that the presentation different. This one is actually showing in a bar chart. From here, it also show for each and every price. Okay, how many volume for each and every price at the same time, also the distribution for the buy and the sell action. Okay, so the green color goes for the sell, the red color goes for the buy. And apart from this price distribution, this chart is actually showing the intraday chart. Okay, from here you'll be able to see the trades happen from 9 o'clock until now. Okay, so this is the intraday chart. Okay, for this stock information, it's providing the tool for you to analyze the stock from basically the price perspective. Okay, So other than these two, the historical data, this one, it's not the real-time data. Normally this one, you can do it float because sometimes people just open it up for checking and after that just close it, or maybe you can the collapse. I think we don't need to go for the collapse. Okay, so here you can choose the different type of the data. Okay, you can choose the daily or from minute data. Okay, then the maximum data that you're allowed to actually load from here is actually 500 only. Okay, but if you choose daily for 500, it's already more than 1 year. Okay, I think more than 2 years. Yeah. So let me choose 100. So you will load from the server for 100 daily data for recent 100 days, the trading day. Okay, so if you do not need this always, then you just after open up, check, okay, done, then just close it. Okay, the next thing, it's this chart. Okay, from the chart here we have two different chart. The one that you have seen in the stock information just now is the intraday chart. The intraday chart basically similar to the intraday chart that I'm having here. Okay, let me drag it out. Okay. This is intraday chart. The intraday chart basically it's just purely showing the transaction for within today. Okay, but sometimes you need to have a more comprehensive chart, so you can go for this analysis chart. Okay, so for this analysis chart, if I drag here, okay, you see the space is pretty small. So that's why in this case, sometimes for your stock analysis, basically you can create multiple different workspaces. Okay, I call it workspace. Basically, it's just a different layout. Okay, now you see this one is too small for you to actually do some analysis. The space is not enough for actually doing something like the indicator. So I try to create another layout now. Okay, now you see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. Now this is the second one. Let us go to the third one. I click the layout 3. Okay, it flipped to some other layout. Okay, now here we do it again to change something else, like example this top bottom. Okay, so that we have better space for some of the analysis. Okay, now this one we drag again the analysis chart from top to here. Okay. Okay, so now you have a bigger screen for your analysis chart to show. Okay. Okay. You see, okay. This one, maybe I need to highlight this one. You see, you guys have this for this button, right? For this analysis chart. Over here, top right corner, there is a arrow here. Okay, because you see now when you select the chart, select the stock from top part here, even though this one it's red color, okay, but you see the stock the chart is not changing according to the selection. Okay, this is because the color is not grouped yet. Okay, now let us click this one. There is a button here. You change to the same group. Now you select, you will change accordingly. Okay. Okay, so this one you have a bigger screen. Later on, after you're done with the analysis, maybe you can switch back to the workspace 2. You just click here. Everything, it will be automatically saved. Okay, so from this settings screen here, you see there is a checkbox at the bottom, automatically remember last layout. So this one is it will automatically help you to save this particular layout whenever you have made any changes. So now if you flip back to the layout 2 and come back to the layout 3 again, this layout is actually still the same. Okay, now let us go to this stock. it loads the chart accordingly. So for this chart, it's a more advanced chart in which you can have your own analysis, drawing tools, and also you can show it as different chart type. Okay, the basic one, candlestick, you can show it as a bar chart, hollow candlestick, or maybe Hekinasi, Ashi, a line chart, area chart, or baseline chart. Okay, let's just go back to the candlestick. Okay, with this basic chart type showing. Okay, now of course a lot of them those chartists, those experts that know how to read the chart. Of course, I'm not the one, but here there are plenty of options for you to actually insert the indicator that you have. Okay, this option, when you click here, there are plenty of the indicator you can select from here. Let's say we choose MACD. Click. Okay, if we insert here. So this one, it's I'm not going to go into too detail on how to use the chart because yeah, again, I'm not the chartist. How to read the chart, how this indicator can actually help you to decide your to make your decision. This one very much depend on how you actually able to use the indicator to analyze the stock's movement. Okay. So on the left here, you can scroll. Okay, the drawing tools is for you to draw something onto the screen. Okay, here you can create all these drawing tools. Okay, you can delete from there. Okay, at the bottom here, there are different range of data that you can actually query from. 5 year, 1 year, 3 months. Okay, maybe you just need 3 months. You just click here. The system will actually load data for 3 months onto the screen. Okay. Now let's move back to this layout tool. Okay. After move back to layout tool, just now you see we added this analysis chart at the bottom. And now let's move back to layout 3. It's still the same. Okay. So far, so good. Any question before I move on? Okay, good. Thanks. Okay. Well, okay. Okay, next, now we have a full screen of information here. Okay, we have gone through the stock information, the chart. Okay, before we go into the trading part, we still have a few more widgets or tools that you can use to assist your trading. This news is one of them. Okay, some of them basically based on some news to decide when to actually buy or sell certain stocks. But most of the time, news is actually, yeah, maybe too late when you look at the news already. Yeah. So, but anyways, here the same thing. You can drag this guy out into any of the tab here. Okay, if you don't want it to be on top, you can show it at the bottom here. Okay, so the scenario, the search scenario, basically automatically by default it will be hidden. Okay, if you do have some criteria that you want to search for certain stocks, you can do so. You see the expand button here. Okay, this one you can select for certain date range, or if you subscribe for some other news source, you should be able to actually select from here. Then you look for your keyword, and the news that search from this keyword basically will shown on at the bottom. Okay, so let us try. Just alt tab. So from here, you see all this news that search for this CMB stocks. Okay, after you have all these headlines, okay, if you want to go for the detail, you just need to click on this hyperlink. After clicking on it, it will show as a pop-up here. Then you can view all the detail for this particular news. Then you close it, it will back to the headlines. Okay, so this news is apart from providing your own search for this counter. You've seen just now I typed CMB, but then if let's say you want to automatically link to certain window for this news, okay, same thing. If you guys miss it in case just now I click this button, the same thing on the top right corner, there is an arrow here. You just need to click on this button. It will expand the toolbar, and the same thing, you just select the same color. Okay, so you see after I make any changes to the code screen, okay, I select different stock, which is this ASP. Apart from all the other widget loaded from this particular stock code, change to this particular stock code, the news will also be searched according to the keyword, and not keyword, basically according to the selected stocks. Okay, you see ASB is here. So it's after you link the widgets together, it's some sort of like a convenient way for you to actually look for the counters, then load all the information relevant to this counter together. Okay, it even include this news that relevant to this particular selected counter. Okay, now I select the UM. Yeah, so the news will also be loaded accordingly. Okay, then we come to this analysis. Okay, for this and this analysis is a separate screen. Okay, this one normally whenever you want to look for any counters that is recently have issued dividend or something like that, you can search from here. Okay, these are the lists that available. Okay, like for example, just now you try to search for CMB. Yeah, but CMB is not in the list. So yeah, this is just a screen that you can check all the dividend that issued recently. But for this screen, the same thing. If let's say you want to dock into any of the layout, it's you have the freedom to do so. Basically, all the widget that we have, you have the freedom to dock or just leave it floating. But for this one, normally after you check, you won't need it. Basically, you just need to close it. Okay. Next, it's the warrant. Okay, so from the code screen just now, from the code screen here, you will see a lot of stocks. Even it includes the mother shares and all the warrants. Okay, but sometimes you might need a specialized screen for you to search for the relevant warrants. Okay, so you can come to this warrants, and maybe you try to dock this guy into somewhere. Okay, and from here, okay, let me search for stocks. I search for, again, I use CMB for example. Okay. Okay. Maybe I select and these are I mean Maybank. Okay, for example. Okay, I hit enter. You see this all the warrants show here. Yeah. So you see this one just now, the one that I first shown, and now it's different. Why? Because this particular screen we call it some responsive UI, in which if you do have sufficient space, okay, it will turn into this this view. Okay, if you do not have sufficient space, basically after you drag this, resize this to smaller, it will show as different layout. So this one will be actually easier for you to view the information. Okay, but it's still the same. After after you type in your keyword, hit enter, then it will load accordingly. Okay, these are all the CMB warrants here. Okay. Okay, analysis. the next thing it's about the market. Okay, just now I actually apart from looking into the specific stock for the performance of each and every stock, okay, most of the time you might need to actually look at the market as a whole. Okay, so from here, this market button, every widgets that falls under this market submenu. The first thing, summary. This one is an overview of the whole market. The indices is actually all the main index or the sub-index that belongs to a certain exchange. You also show here, and the scoreboard is actually all the sectors scoring for this particular exchange. Okay, let me show out this market summary. Okay, from now on, I try not to dock into the any of the layout, because just have a brief introduction to each and every widgets by popping it up, and then I can just close it. Okay, so this market summary here, first of all, it will provide the main index. This is the KLCI. Okay, so the performance here, yeah. So this is first of all, on the left, this is just the chart that's showing the recent performance of this index. Yeah. Then after that, on the right hand side here, you have different selection for the view. Okay, it's either you look for this chart or look for this pie chart. I mean this is the more advanced chart for candlestick, and this one is just a pie chart for the statistics for this whether the overall overall performance for this particular index, how many of the contributing counters are going downwards or go up, or no changes, or those counter that is no trade at all. Okay, so from here on the left hand side here, you can also see from the information. So okay, you see, if you do not know what this icon represent, you just need to have your mouse move over. Okay, this is the total volume, total value. This one is the total trade, and the up and down and unchanged, and this is untraded. Okay, so from here, these are the overall information, or I would say the performance for this particular index. Okay, cool. Okay, let's close this one. Next, market indices. So as I mentioned just now, this widget is actually just a place to list down all the main index or the sub-index that belongs to a particular exchange. So now in this case is our Malaysia Bursa, Malaysia market. We have the KLCI over here, and then we do have some other indexes available show here. From this screen, you can scroll left or right, because sometimes you do not have a big screen. You need to actually do this thing. The information are all here. You can scroll left or right to view more information for this particular index. Okay, so on every selection for this index, the detailed information will be shown on the right corner. So here you have the chart to show the movement, and also each and every transaction happen. I mean, it's not each and every transaction, basically, because this is the index. It's just every minute it group all the value. I mean, the latest index value for that minute. So you see from here, it's actually jumping from each and every minute. Yeah. Then for this scoreboard, the scoreboard is actually the similar thing. It's showing the performance for the sector instead of the index. Okay, so here you see they are all sectors belongs to different board here. You have the main board, you have the structure warrant, and then you have the ACE market and the rest. Okay, from here, you see each and every different sectors, the performance for all these sectors, whether how many counters are up, how many counters are down, unchanged or untraded, and even the total volume for these particular sectors. Okay, so on the right hand side, there is a pie chart here to show as a summary for you to easier for you to actually visualize the whole distribution of this, how is the whole overall performance. Let's say you see the big pie for this up, then that means there are a lot of counters going up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, on every time when you select, it will change accordingly. Okay. Yeah, before I think that's most of the widgets related to the market prices. Okay, before I move on into the trading part, any question? We don't know who is our broker. Should I answer? No need. Oh, then okay. So this one I think you they'll answer, right? Okay, so I assume there's no okay. Okay, thumbs up a lot. Okay, thanks. Then I think I just move on. Okay, after all these two to assist you to find out the trading idea. Okay, after you do know which stock is the one that you worth investing, then it's about time for you to actually start to place your first order. Okay, from here you see the buy and sell. This, of course, these are the shortcut that you can actually click from this screen, buy or sell. It's whenever you click on these two buttons, basically it will based on the selected counter on the screen. Okay, and pop up this, we call it order pad. Okay, this order pad, it's something, it's just purely a widget for you to key in all your quantity and prices to determine what kind of order you want to place. Okay, sometimes you can leave this on top, okay, because you might not need the trading ticket always shown, because you need it only when you want to place some order. Okay, or the same thing, if let's say you want to have this guy show always, you can still dock it somewhere here. Yeah, it will still be able to show at this corner. Okay, every time when you do a selection in this guy, it's the same thing when I select, because okay, from here the order pad will always be reflected whenever you select the stock from this we call it code screen. Okay, now let me select one of the stock. Okay, it automatically will be loaded with this stock with the default price fill in. Okay, you see the changes here. Okay, now apart from clicking the buy and sell button on top, okay, if you know you want to buy or you want to make place a buy order or sell order, you can straight away select from this top button here, or from the code screen or watch list, you have the freedom to decide the buy and sell immediately as well. Okay, now you see there are two columns here, bid and ask. Okay, if you want to actually place a buy order because somebody is asking for this price, you're willing to actually buy from this price, you can click the column for us. Okay, you see this order pad straight away become a buy action, buy ticket, fill up with this 0.17 price, and then you just need to decide the number of shares that you want to place. Then straight away you can go to click for buy. Okay, if you want to actually you have some shares on hand, you want to sell to this price here on the screen, the bid, Q 0.165. Okay, just click this particular cell here. This order ticket will change into the selling ticket and automatically fill up with the price of 0.165. Okay. This is a shortcut for you to fill up the order pad instead of just every time you need to manually key in the price and all those and everything. Yeah, so from here you see this, click here, it will automatically change and fill up with the price. Okay, now let us do a buy order. Okay, now one more thing that is important here is you need to be aware every time when you place an order. Okay, the quantity times 100. Okay, this times 100, it means it will detect the lot size for each and every selected counter. Okay, if the counter lot size is 100, it will show this as time 100. Okay, but again, if you your behavior is normally you want to trade by, trade by lot, then this one will be helpful. You just need to type the number of lot. Every number that you key in here, one, it means one lot, because this one will automatically times 100 unit for you. Okay, you type 3, you see the total number of units is actually 300, because this quantity times 100, it's we assume this is trade by the lot. Okay, so for whether you want to okay, so this 3, okay, after you key in the 3 quantity for 3, okay, basically if you do not need to change any of the attributes for this particular order, if you just want to make it as a limit order, then you can do so and just submit. For this, I think here we only have the day order. Basically, we do have some other validity type like the GTD and something else. Yeah, but this one is only available for the day order. Okay, so now you select this after you key in the quantity that you want. Okay, the checkbox here, the skip confirmation. Okay, skip confirmation, some of them already familiar with the system, or some of them are actually confident that everything that they key in is surely correct. So you can actually tick this button. The system will not prompt any confirmation whenever you click the buy button. But if you actually want to safeguard, just in case somehow you accidentally click the buy button or something, it would be better for you to actually leave this checkbox unchecked, so that the system will always pop up a confirmation before the trade goes through. Okay, so now before you start, click the buy button. On the right hand side, this corner basically is just summary of the trade summary. Okay, so you see now I'm buying this counter with 300 units at this price. Okay, and then the total amount of this order, it's 51 MYR. Okay, now I proceed to click the buy. After I click the buy, there is a pop-up here because I didn't check the skip confirmation. This will always be shown. Okay, this one is it's more secure, just in case somehow you accidentally place a wrong order. So from here you can double check your information. I mean, double check your order detail. After you, after everything is good, then you just press this OK button. You will proceed to place the order. Okay. So after the order is placed, where you can get for this order, then you need to come to this order book. Okay. You see the order book button here. There are 3 buttons: order status, order history, and order log. Okay, order log basically is not important. More important is on your order status and order history. Okay, just the order that you have placed just now, you can drag this out into maybe here. Okay. Okay, so just now I've placed this counter with the quantity, the shares 300. Okay, you see here the status, basically inside the order book, some of the column are important. In some of the column, you might not feel like it always required. The same thing, it's you can also still decide the column that you want to show. Okay, you can make your order book very simple, because if let's say you're just concerned about the status, you're just concerned about the matching price, the average price, you can just try to reduce the column. After you reduce the column, you can make your order book to become very small. Okay, then from here, more importantly, it's you look at this order book. Currently, your the order that I've placed just now is in the queue status. Okay, of course, the queuing might not be actually able to match at once. So from here, you will be seeing the average price here. So for each and every matching price that match at different prices, automatically the system will actually calculate for your average price that compared to the original price that you have placed. Okay. So from this screen, you can you can do some filtering. Okay. Of course, sometimes you might have a different account. Okay. For this particular login, you only have one single account. Of course, for those who have multiple different, like some margin account or something like that, you can select as a filter. Okay. Now this order book show all the order belongs to you. Okay. Of course, you can do some filtering just to make sure you're not flooded with all the information that not all the orders that are not relevant. Okay. First of all, you can choose the account, the account to filter from. But now, because you only have one and the only one account here, so clicking on this one will not make any difference. Okay. But now you have two orders here. One already filled, the other one in queue. Okay. So for this one, you have the flexibility to filter out those orders that are already completed. So you just need to make sure you are seeing the active order. So now you see, assuming you have 20 orders, 19 of them already filled. And then if you filter by active order, if you only concern on the active order, you just filter by this active order, then your screen will be a lot lesser information. Yeah, you just need to be focused. I just need to focus on this particular order only, and or maybe some other order that you place afterwards. Okay, so this one, the filtering, it depends on your needs. Okay, it's either you don't like it, you just show all order. You can show all the filled order just now. Okay, or you can show some other inactive or the active orders. Okay, apart from showing this status, I mean filtering the order by status, you can also filter by exchange. This is particularly important for some of them that allowing to actually trade cross-border counters. Okay. Now for this case, we only allowed to trade Bursa. So basically here, even though you select the Bursa, it also make no difference, because the filtering will only filter by this Bursa. Okay. Then on top here, there's just a summary. Okay, your balance limit, and also this cash limit. Okay, at the bottom you have the information, the summary for, I mean the overall summary for your orders, with the value, and also the match value. Okay, the match value basically now you see 0 because I filter by this active trade, in which this active trade is actually in the queue status. So there is no match. Now I show all. Okay. So I show all this order here. You see this match value is 55 because I have one order with few status. The shares you need, it's 100 shares times the average price. This is my value for this order book, and the total order value is actually just a sum up of 2 orders, the value for these 2 orders based on the mark-to-market price. Okay, then on top, every widget, as I said, most of them are actually having consistent setup for each and every widget that we have. Okay, this color, okay, it's the same. Okay, now I select Okay, no, sorry, I select the this Tanko. You see all these widget actually linked with the same color. It will select the stock accordingly. Okay, okay, this one ASP. Okay. Now you try to right click on this order. Okay, whenever you select the order here, okay, you can right click on each and every order that you have. Okay, now you see the revise and cancel is disabled because this order is already filled. Okay, you select the queue order and right click on it. You are free to actually change your mind. Okay, let me make this size bigger first. Okay, now I right click on this order and make a revise. So after I click the revise, the order pad here will show with this previous trade that this order that I have placed. The action is revised. Now I want to revise the quantity from 3 to 5. Okay, I just need to click the revise and okay. Okay, something. Okay, maybe let's move on this one. I think yeah, the band is doing the matching. Doing the action. Okay, so this one it's somehow I think some problem on the back end side. Okay, maybe we move on to some other action. Okay, either revise, you can also cancel the order. Okay, so for all this action that available here, the top part, the buy, sell, revise, cancel. Revise, cancel is it's more or less actually related to this order. Buy and sell basically it's not really fully related to this order. Of course, the buy, it will be able to actually copy the stock from this selected order. Okay, and also the the sell and buy action here is just a shortcut for you to select similar order making. You can make the similar order from this selected order. Okay, so to cancel or revise the order is here. The rest of the menu here, like market depth, stock info, historical data, intraday and analyst chart. These are the same thing that I mentioned previously for the other tools for you to make. For you to actually analyze the market prices. Okay. Then come to this order lock. Okay, so for this order lock, it's nothing special. Just for it's just an event lock for this particular order. Okay, example, at this time you place the order for you send this order to the market. Okay, at 11:09. Okay, after some time, if the order match, let's say now you place 300 shares, maybe after 15 minutes it match 100 shares. So you have an event lock here. You can from this order lock, you will be able to know from which time what is happening to your order. So this is the detailed log for the selected order. Okay. Okay, then from here, basically, most of the columns that already able to show all this information. Yeah, this is just a summary view of your order detail. But you are good to actually get all the information from this screen. Okay, so basically, either you want to show this out as an order detail, or you can view the information from this table view. Okay, then the news, the same thing. The news is same with all the other market data widgets. When you click this one, it's just flip to the news with this selected counter. Okay, so the shortcut, you can consider these are all the shortcuts to open up the widgets with the which relevant to this selected order. In this case, basically it's a stock. Okay. Okay, apart from your intraday order book, so for this order status, it's just a list of orders that you place today. If you do have some GTD orders and something like that, it will still appear, I mean, let's say before the order expire. So now we are talking about all the day order. So for this order status, or we call it order book, the order inside here is all about the order that is valid for today. Okay. One thing I missed out is this button. This is the amalgamation. Okay. Within a day, maybe you might be placing multiple different trades, multiple different order for a particular stock. So this one, it's whenever you turn on this amalgamation, it's providing you a view to group all the similar stock and action together. Then you will have a summary like, let's say if you place another ASV order with another, say for example, 500 shares. So you will see this total quantity to become 800 and price will calculate accordingly the value as well. So this is just another view to help you to group all your stocks together, all the relevant stocks together, easier for you to have a summary view. Okay, if you do not like this view, you just turn this off by clicking on this button. You're back to normal view in which is show order by order. So just now mentioned about the intraday order. This is the order history. Okay, when you click on the order history, the same thing, the new widget will be bumped up, or you can drag into the layout. Okay. So from here, more importantly, it's just you choose the day range that you want to search for the stocks as the order. Okay. Say for example, I choose from March until now. Click search. Okay. So because for this account, I do not have any previous order placed. So that's why here there is nothing. But for yourself, if you do have, let's say you make a trade a few months ago, but you want to check for detail, you can come to this screen and select a date range, because you might not be knowing like which exact date that you are actually placing that order. Maybe you can just select a range of dates, then start to search from here. So after you search for, I mean, after this screen display with all the historical orders here, you have the freedom to actually filter as well. Okay, from here you have the filter criteria and also the exchange that you can select if you, let's say, allow to trade from outbounds. Okay. This is the same thing, the filter by account. Okay, order log I have came across just now by right-clicking the order that you select. You can also show the order log from here. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? Before I move on to the portfolio. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, order book is for you to look at your all the order that you have placed, whether it's today's order or the previous order. Okay, now overall, whether you are actually making money or actually losing money, this is the place that you can actually check your portfolio. Okay, I try to undock it first. easier, I have bigger screen. So yeah, so from here you select this account. Of course, just now you have this Tenko, okay. And from here this one is the from the portfolio we have the equity portfolio and the realized gain loss. Okay, basically this equity portfolio is something that is in short, I consider this one is an unrealized portfolio, in which this one is something that is still not close yet. Okay, so the UN.G/L, this one is when you mouse over this column header, you will be able to see this full name full description for this particular column. You see this unrealized, this is unrealized gain loss. What is unrealized gain loss? Is basically we will be the unrealized gain loss for this is actually mark to market, means it will based on the market price. Okay, for this particular stock, currently the last done price is 0.55. So your market value it's now 55. Okay, so for market value 55, it will calculate against your cost, and then this is your unrealized gain loss. Okay, so for this equity portfolio is actually showing so far how's the performance of the stocks that you are purchased. Okay, whether you are losing or gaining. So now you see this green color, and there's no negative or anything, so which means now this one actually you are gaining this it's actually how I say, I mean, yeah, gaining, yeah. Okay, the filtering, I don't think this one, the filtering is also not important here if you just purely trade on one single market. Yeah. Then we can go to this realized gain loss. For this realized, it's still empty because for this account, I do not have any realized stocks. So basically here it's just after you the position close, this is the place that you can it's really your profit and loss. I mean now yeah, for this screen basically there's nothing much special. It's just show all those stocks that you already sell out, and then how much is actually gain or loss within this screen. Okay. Any question for the portfolio? All right, good. Okay, I think most of the trading functionality are all here. From we cover the topic from how you start to manage your own workspaces or call it layout, and then you start to, after you have a convenient workspace for yourself, to start looking for stocks that you want to trade. Then you have the tool for filtering from the markets, from top ranking for like the gainer loser and things like that, or maintain your own watch list. Then from the list you have plenty of tools for you to do analysis before you start to decide on making decision on a certain stock to trade. Then we cover the order path, how you place an order, how you revise the order, and how you cancel the order. Okay, then for viewing the status of all your order, you come to the order book, and if you do want to search for some of the historical order that you have made from a certain time, you can also go for the order history. And then the overall performance of your trades, basically you can go to the portfolio. This is the place for you to know whether you are gaining or losing. Okay, then I think most of the topics I've covered. Sorry. There's a question. Can I ask how to determine where to know about the Sharia stock? Okay. For Sharia stock, it's the same thing. It's a filter from here. Okay, right. Okay. If you want to search for the information for each and every stock, basically we do have the Sharia indicator. But if the easiest way is actually you go to here, this all stocks button. At the bottom here, there is an option for Sharia. Okay, when you click this one, okay, it will filter automatically for all the Sharia counter for you. Okay. So this one, who is this one? Muhammad, am I answering your question? The Sharia counter, is that good? Okay, thanks. May I know, do we still need the ID and password once we can access the this one? I think so okay, this one I think another team wants to answer the question. Do the realized gain in the simulator involve the brokerage fee and stamp fee? So for this one, we are not inclusive of the brokerage and the stamp duty. But yeah. Junyi. Junyi, for the simulator here, it's not inclusive of the brokerage fee. Okay. Any other question?
Chun Yao, there's actually question in Q&A panel.
In where? Q&A? Eh?
Yep.
Oh, but another one. Okay. Is day validity means it will cancel after a day? Yes, correct. Mohammed. If your validity is day, it will be expire after the market close. When should we buy or sell? Wait, I think I need to go from top to bottom, otherwise confusing. May I know why we need to queue to buy the stock? May I know why you need to queue to buy the stock? I don't get your question, Eugene.
We can buy at the limit price or the market price. So queue mean you want lower price, I guess.
He wants to immediately buy the stock.
Yeah, so they can.
Eugene, I don't get your question. Maybe you can type in the chat room. Because this why we need to queue to buy the stock. I don't really get your question. If let's say you want to you do not want to queue, maybe you need to place some market order. But market order, even market order, if let's say everyone else is placing the market order, you also need to actually yeah. Oh, so answered. 3 important date registered. No. How do the simulator actually work, as since the price is based on supply and demand from the actual market? If I buy with higher price. Okay, so Juni, this one, I think the backend system is actually having their own matching mechanism. This one, I think, yeah, the matching engine, I think, who can answer this one? How is their matching work? Usasa can answer.
Let me just type that.
Maybe type that. Okay. So Juni, somebody else will answer you in the chat room for this for your question about the simulation. When should we buy and sell? When should we revise or cancel? There must be a cut-off point or target that we should stick. Whether you should, when should buy or sell, I think this one very much depend on your own decision. Okay, you look at the market, you monitor the market, and what is the best timing for you to enter, or when is the best timing for you to actually leave the market. This one is very much depend on your analysis, and yeah, you can cancel anytime, or you can wait until you feel that is the best time for you to actually enter the market, only you start placing the order. So I think this one it still very much depend on your own decision and your analysis based on the tool provided. Is there any WhatsApp group or Telegram to keep update with this competition? This one, I think they will answer.
So Chenya, in regards to the day validity order, right? There's
Yes.
no good till date in this challenge, am I right?
For this challenge, no. We only allow for the day order.
So what happens if orders placed during pre-opening? Will they be accepted by the system?
No.
Okay.
You're supposed to place the order, Shane, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Shane. You're supposed to place the order at 9, so no pre-opening.
Okay. So for orders that's placed before the real opening or after the market hours, it will not be accepted by the system. So
Okay.
you need to key in during the trading hours, which is from 9 to 12:30 and 2:30 to 5 p.m.
Yeah, strictly follow the trading sessions. Even after 5, there's no trades as well. So they need to close at 5. Okay. No?
Just now I saw your test for SB. I see many sellers sell at 0.17. Should be good. Quite some queue. The matching engine, how's the matching engine work at the back?
Okay, at the moment there is a price movement at the moment there is a price movement at the production data. So matching engine will be basically they will be will be matched up.
But just now, yeah, I also saw this thing. The price 0.17. Somebody selling, but then my one is still queuing.
There should be someone at live data. There should be someone placing order over there. If there's no one placing order,
for this system now we didn't include the stop loss function. Chiseng. Regarding the ID password, blah, 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 blah. To receive the same ID password. This one they will answer. If an order is queued, means it is not placed yet. If the order is queued, it's already placed. It's already in the market. That's why it is queued. So by right, you should be able to see your order actually queue in the market, and the market depth should actually increase the quantity that you are queuing. So the queue means we already placed the order into the exchange, and just wait for some other to actually match the price, and then yeah. Unless when you see something like a pending release or some other status, whenever you see queue, that means already in the market and it is queuing to get matched. So Muhammad, am I answering your question? So sure, the pre-market we don't allow.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
can place the trade, but it will be under queue. Like,
You
can
accept
place-
or
no, it will be like, it wouldn't be queued like this. They can place the trade. Within the function, they can place the trade, but they will wouldn't queue to the market.
Let me say it's
Pending order,
pending release. Yeah, so before the market open, if let's say you place some of the order, you need to be aware of the status. I think this one you need to confirm for them because I'm not sure how their configuration is. If let's say they configure as they accept the order, the order might be actually queuing in our system.
it wouldn't be placed as queue. Status wouldn't be queue. It will not be placed as queue.
For sure, I mean, it's pending release, right? So until the market open, you will
Market
release
open,
the market.
release the market.
So for those order that placed before the market open, it will be in the pending release status. Then until the market open at 2:30 or 9 o'clock, it will be released to the market. How we set sell and set buy. How we set sell and set buy. How we set sell and set buy. Not really get your question, but let me try to answer. I mean, GUI. Set buy or sell, let's say in the order ticket. In the order ticket here, okay, you have the action. Okay, let me select one stop first. You have the action to set buy or sell from here. This is the way that you can choose from here, or you can select from this column here. You click on the ask column, it becomes the buy order. You click on the bid column, it becomes the sell order. So the background of the order ticket is something that you can focus on. I mean, the red color is the sell order. The green color is the buy order. So this one, that's why we changed the screen color from red to green. It's just to make sure you have the big enough screen to aware of currently you are making a buy order or sell order. So if you want to change it manually, you can select from this drop down box here, or you can select from straight away from the code screen by clicking on the code screen bid ask column. No, you cannot trade the KLCI. The KLCI is just index. What is actually market depth? Example, depth 2 and 3. Okay, market depth is just like those how you say, I mean, in a layman term is just each and every one of them willing to, let's say you want to buy something, you can ask for it can be for a certain price, but the higher price will always on top lah. So if let's say you want to buy a cup, you're willing to pay 1 ringgit, but somebody else willing to pay for 1 ringgit and 10 cents. So of course their queue will, their priority will be on top of you. So you see the level is actually queuing with the showing with different prices. Whether you are willing to buy or sell, that is the market depth. It's the whole market. Whoever willing to buy with a bid with certain price, then how many of them are willing to bid with this price? The total quantity will be shown as the total quantity will be shown as the bid quantity. Okay, from here, you see this price the 0.23, but let's say you're willing to bid for this 0.225, but somebody else accepting this, I mean, willing to place the bid for this 0.23, they will be on top of you. Okay, so those who are bidding this price, total shares will be showing is as this bid quantity here. So the same thing for this different prices. So now you have level 1, 2, 3. Then of course you do have 4, 5, 6. It's just well, of course, all the matching will come from the first level first. Okay, all the every match until the first level price, all first level quantity all consumed, then only will go to the second level. Can we set different price and quantity as in? Yeah, sure, can. But of course, for placing the price, you need to be careful because not all the price that allowed. Example, if let's say you want to key in 0.12345, yeah, that will actually become. Let's say I show you the price. If let's say you simply key in 12345, okay, the 0.12345, and then place 1, okay, then you buy. Why the order keep on not getting through? Connection. I think my connection. Yeah. Something wrong with my connection to the server. Okay. So never mind, just proceed. Can set yes. What is the difference between bid and bid quantity? Okay, bid is the price. Bid quantity is the quantity. Okay. This one for this 8.93 is the price. For this price, how many of them bidding this no, I mean how many shares that is bidding this bidding with this price? So this is the difference between the bid and bid quantity. Can we trade in futures market? No. So for this scope, there's no futures. Yeah. So for this one, I can consider it's not involving the scope, not involving the futures. Okay. So for futures market, it's not involved in this scope. Will we get email from simulation portal and our login? I think this one is they need to answer. Okay. I mean, sell limit and buy limit, like automatically sell.
Price the limits. This one means the order is matching. Somebody willing to take your order.
This one is not which one. Sell limit and buy limit, like automatically sell or buy when market price reach the limit we set. Yeah. I mean, you see, I'm not sure whether I understand your question correctly or not. Yeah, I mean, of course, when you place the limit order, it's something that you can specify your price. And if let's say somebody else able to match your price, basically they will, if let's say you're willing to buy for 1 ringgit, yeah. If let's say in the market somebody else are willing to sell you this price, they can actually sell to your sell to this 1 ringgit, then you will get matched. And no approximate ROI of the winning people in the past. This one I think they need to answer.
Check with where the ROI for the industry.
For this scope is not involved, it's not include the short selling, right?
No short selling.
No. I think while we are waiting for more question, Chen Yap, let me maybe take over the screen for a bit.
Oh, you want to share something, right?
Yeah, I guess because I see many questions in relations to the trading rules, and it should have been all adequately addressed. Okay, just let me take over for a bit. So for those of you who have not gone to the contest page, if you go to Bursa Academy, you click others, you click Bursa Intervarsity Stock Challenge. then you will land in this Bursa Academy, Bursa's Inter-Varsity Stock Challenge 2023. So on this page, it shows you the necessary information that you need to know in order to participate in this contest. All right. So the challenge will begin in 4 days and tells the objective, who can participate, and who are the participating universities, and what do you get, and so on. And how does it work? What you need to know. Under what you need to know, there's actually the trading rule. Okay, the trading platform is the equity trading simulator hosted on Bursa Academy and powered by N2N Connect. The trading rule are accessible here. So if you click this trading rule, it will take you to this PDF. All right. So before that, here are, for those of you who are asking how to win, these are the trade. This is how we select the winners, and who are your mentor. It's all featured on this website. All right. So for example, if you're from UM, then your mentor is Afin Huang Investment Bank. So you can refer to this page for all the information you need to participate in this challenge. So let's go back to this trading rule, right? So if you go to this page, you click the trading rule, it will take you to this PDF page. Okay. And let me just briefly go through the trading rules. All right. The trading is executed real time and will only be fulfilled against orders in the underlying market. It means that trades fulfilled in a day will not exceed the total volume traded in the market. Now, for example, if a stock has 30,000 units on the offer at a given time, the challenge will only allow a maximum purchase of 30,000 units at a point in time. Any excess will continue to be queued in the market. The same limitation applies for the sale of the securities. All right, so it will only be matched based on the market depth, like how much bid and ask quantity is there. A team's credit balance will be offset against a buy order. Any amount from unmatched orders will be recredited to the team's account. That means when a day lapse, right, if your orders is not matched, then the money will be recredited back to you. The same for sell. Okay, any credit due for sell orders will only be recredited to the team's account when the orders is matched. So if your order is matched, then when you sell, then the money will be the sell proceeds will go back to your account. So all orders will be considered as limit orders and are valid only for the day in which the order is placed. At the end of the day, all unmatched orders will expire. So you can only do limit order. You can't do market order. All right. So, and you can only, the validity is only for the day only. You can only place the order between 9 a.m. to 12:30 during the morning session, and also the afternoon session from 2:30 to 5 p.m. If you place any order after the 5 p.m., it will not be accepted. You've got to redo this in the next trading day. Participants may trade structured warrants during the trading challenge. However, corporate actions, including warrant conversion, will not be enabled throughout the trading challenge except for the bonus issue and stock splits. Participants may only cancel or revise their order if it has not been matched. No odd lots may be traded. No short selling is allowed. No transaction fees, brokerage commission, and stamp duties will be imposed. The language of use will be English. Upon the completion of the trading challenge, all login credentials for the participant will be disabled and the portfolio balance of the participant will be captured and recorded. All right, so this is the trading rules. For the next step is tomorrow, the organizer will send you the login credentials. So when you receive the login credentials, you can log into the equity trading platform and you can explore the platform on Friday. So on Monday, when the challenge begins, that's where you can that's where the virtual money will be reset to 100,000, and that's where you can participate in the challenge. And wherever order placed since the beginning of the contest, which is 7th of August, will be captured in your P&L. All right, so there's I see that not many of you have already read the trading rules, so I take this opportunity to take you to the trading rules. All right, so make sure that you visit Bursa Academy to access the others. Go to Bursa Inter-Varsity Stock Challenge. We will also put up the leaderboard on Bursa Academy. That's for you to see the ranking and know where you are placed in this Bursa Inter-Varsity Stock Challenge. On every 2 weeks, we will give away prizes. We announce the fortnight winners for the cash prizes to reward the top 3 winners who get the most gain during those 2 weeks period. All right. So if any more question, you may ask in the Q&A or the chat box. Then the N2N team will address the question to you in regards to the trading platform. All right. So let me hand over the session to Chen Yap.
Okay, thank you. Is sorting around, no, okay, no short. Oh, I see.
Not allowed.
How do we know if someone has bidded with higher bid? Yeah, this is one, every bid ask actually reflecting in the market depth. Okay. If now let's say somebody else bidding higher than you, of course, let's say the highest now is 8.93. Okay, if someone bidding higher like 8.94, basically they will actually get matched here with this asking price. What would happen when there is corporate exercise such as bonus issue?
Yes, but not for dividend, like for example, dividend, right? Dividend is cash payment, so basically.
You answer this one. Just now they also answered earlier.
For this?
Inside the PDF, just now they mentioned about this correction and the dividend, right?
Correction inside the PDF, but it's
Yeah, just now inside. It's in the video.
Just now, who is the one that
Shane.
Yes. Shane.
Shane. Shane?
Yes.
Okay, inside the particular PDF just now, was this particular this part included regarding about the dividend and dividend regarding about corporate actions?
Only the trading rules only outline the corporate actions in relations to warrant.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. So basically for corporate actions, right? Okay, all the corporate actions will be taken into consideration except for dividend. Dividend, see the one that we are taking in consideration would be share split. Then we got right issues and share consolidation. So those are the corporate actions that will be incorporated inside this particular system. Say for example, for dividend, it would not reflect because it's cash payment, so it would not reflect. Okay. Any other questions?
Okay, yep. So hi, Samuel and Chenya. I think that would be the end of the Q&A session now. Yep, since we're reaching 12 soon.
Very long section, huh?
Yep, that's correct.
And
Okay.
Really, I have to thank Cheng because he went very extensive for this particular session. He really went deep inside on all the trainings specification over there. So yeah, so is there anything else that you require from us, Riza?
No, I'm good.
Okay, if there's no other further questions, I think we can call it a day. Halitha, you'll be recording and forwarding that this particular recording over to us, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. Thanks, guys. Happy trading.
All right, so thank you everyone for coming.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Review.